Hey guys, welcome to Ira channel. So today, finally, I get the Aniioki working again. So as you probably saw in a review video, if you saw one of the review video, if you didn't, you might want to check link in description. I did a full review on the Aniioki and assembly as well. So what happened is the odometer stopped working after probably half block riding. So they sent me a new controller and I reinstall it, the new controller. So let's go for right now to see if anything changed, if the issue is gone now. So let's go for the first ride. So a little bit more about this Aniioki AQ177 Pro Max. So it's a dual motors. I believe the rear one is like 1200 and the front 1200 watt. Actually it's listed 1000 on the front and 1200 on the rear watt marked. Really nice tires. Everything I like about this bike, it's not typical bicycles, you can see, because it comes with 64 amp battery or 60 amp battery. So it's, I don't even remember already, but it's 52 volt system. Very large battery, so it should last over 100 miles on throttle only, and come with rear rack, everything, and it does come with safety feature. I almost forgot, once I replaced the controller, I thought I messed up something because I couldn't start the bike. Underneath on the battery over here, switch on and off. So I probably, when I finish riding, I switch off. So make sure it's on, and then you have to use the remote control to start. Okay, or if it's in position when it's locked, if somebody come and try to touch it or go somewhere, okay, it will start to make noises and start to shake. Okay, so if somebody start to use this, even a little bit touching, sometimes it start to make noise. So basically it's a alarm included, and actually the alarm is located inside where the controller is. So basically to get there you have to remove the controller parts and so on. So it's very well hidden inside, and the battery is very heavy, like probably over 30 pounds. So again, to start it, you have to push the button and it will start automatically. Very large display, and let's go. It's a dual motors, so let's see if the issue is still there or not. I'm gonna go to pedal assist level 5. I'll have a GPS right here, so let's go and see. I like this bike as it's very stable on the road, nice shocks. I didn't expect it to be as good, and also for the price, for the size of the battery and the power. So I'm on single mode right now. I'm gonna get to the point, it is working now, so we're gonna see. It's a little bit faster show on display, but that's okay. 1 mile faster is no problem. Usually the speed never usually accurate much, so I'm gonna test out to see how fast on this block. Then we're gonna take it uphill probably just to ride, see if we will have the same issue later. So to switch to dual motors, you just push twice power button. Now I can see both motor engaged. I don't know if you can see it there. And handlebar is very wide. Trigger shifting I like it the most, even horn included. So basically this is fully loaded see-through oil, so you always know when the oil in or when it's leaked and stuff. So I'm gonna let the car go, and we're gonna go now. See, well, the car is going slow, so I'm gonna let it go further. Another car. Okay, let's go. So very quick, 20, but I think the car in front of me, yeah, I cannot really do speed test here, but it is very quick acceleration with both motor. We're gonna go on the longer street and test it out. I think I maxed out 32 miles an hour, something like that, but it's very good torque actually. And I see it kind of high, and what I like about this Aniioki, it's not like typical like e-moped style bike, while you have the very soft seat as well, comfortable, but this bike have adjustable seat and handlebar can move forward or close to you. And At the same time, it's very powerful, and you can pedal very easy as well. That's good. So far 29 miles on GPS. And so the maximum I got 30 on GPS, so I'm gonna try to see if I unlocked last time or not, and then I will test again on the next block. So I like pedals this bike as well because the position is very comfortable to pedal, so it's good versus some other e-moped style. You cannot really pedal. This one you can pedal as a regular bicycle even with no power, and it's actually, due to the tires, very low resistance. Tori. So actually I decided to test it out right now more with a single rear motor to see if I can reach top speed. So it does pretty good acceleration for even single motor. The car in front of me. So far 25. $28, $29, $30, $31. Wow. So you can go to the top speed even on single motor. What about the front motor? Let's see if I can switch to front. Now I'm using only the front. So right now only the front. So front I can feel a little bit weaker. 25. I'm gonna slow down. It looks like front 25 would be, probably can go faster, but I don't want to put so much pressure on the fork. But now both motors, and you can feel like better acceleration with both. But 20, and let's see, over the bumps, the shocks is very comfortable. And again, the benefits of Aniioki bicycles, not only the power, usually the battery, it's super large. It's like you get like 60, I think 64 amp battery, that's what I believe. It's like over 3,000 kilowatt, over 3,000 watt hours. So it's a lot of riding. Even you can ride with single motor. Okay, and it does come with cousin sensor. So I'm gonna test it out as before. I think before I'm pretty sure it went 15 miles an hour with both motor after non-stop riding here. So let's see if I can go 50 miles an hour. I'm gonna just stop and go. Let's see if the torque stays the same. 20 so far, 19, 18, so 15, actually 40 now. Maybe because it's hot. Today it's like 100 degrees. So also it's only 40 now. So it's jumping 14 to 13. So I would say it's about 14. So when I tested first time, it was not as hot, but it made it 13 miles now. It's about 100 degrees outside, very hot. But again, it's very similar. I think last time it was like 15 miles an hour, which was good. So also depend on the tire pressure. I think I didn't put any pressure since last time, so maybe it's reduced. So let's park and talk about the bike more. The Aniioki AQ177 so far works good now. So the controller fixed the issue. So if you have the same issue, most likely controller. They did send me a controller right away once I send them a video that the display does not record the odometer reading, so it's not working. And installation was not as hard. You basically need to remove all this underneath. It depends on the model, but it looks like you need to remove this one and screw. Also, once you remove the battery, inside the battery you would remove 4 screws, and also zip tie and the motor cable zip tie. Basically it takes a little bit, about 30 minutes to replace it, maybe longer if you do carefully. That's what it took me, probably longer. You would need some flashlight maybe to use to see inside, because it's pretty dark inside over here once you remove the battery, to remove the screw. But there's only a few wires to unplug and plug it back, so it's a very simple controller removal. But you do need to put the control, like the wires, through all these safety features there. But later on, make sure you turn on the battery, otherwise you're gonna think the bike is not working as I did first. But it is a very good deal. I think it's a very solid bike. It's a steel frame. If you live somewhere by the beach, probably I would not really recommend, because it will start to rust. I think I saw some rust somewhere in the frame, but again, it will take you forever to completely to destroy the frame. But it is steel frame. It's heavy bike because of the battery, dual motors, so it is very heavy. And yes, it does come with very nice tires. It's a 60 TPI, so it's should be a lot of wires, should be very good puncture resistance as well. Very nice tires on this bike. And I think I didn't put any air since last time, that's why the speed may be a little bit less, also the power to going in uphill. But it was about 2 miles, almost 1.5 miles less than previous test. Also, of course, the battery discharged, because I didn't charge since last time. And this battery is so large, you probably don't have to charge it for a week sometimes, depending on how much you ride. 60, it's like, if you compare to electric XP, it's like 5 electric XP, or actually 6 probably, because actually 7 most likely, because this one is 52 volt system. So you multiply it like 64 by 52, that's how much watt hours you're gonna find out. Electric XP have like I think basic model like 4.0, like 10 amp, so that's about 480. So this one is like 6. And if you see the price on the battery, how much the battery is sold for, it's gonna be like half cheaper than buying the battery. So this bike costs half price if you combine them. The battery costs like $300 or some. So this bike is like very good price. Also, I'm gonna have like extra discount, I believe $100 off. You might want to check link in description. I think it's still working. It is very nice loaded bike with a headlight, tail light, everything you want to have, even the turn signals they comes with. So, and the seat for I'm not sure why, but it only says 25 kilo right here. So it's probably just I don't know, I would just remove and put a basket if I'm gonna use this. But again, this is a very solid steel frame, Aniioki AQ177 and Pro Max. So it's a dual motors. They do come as single motors, but dual motors better would be if you need more torque. The speed would be about the same, even with single motor I would assume, because I got the same speed on the single motor, just less acceleration. And thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, follow, and if you want to buy one, please use the link in description to get with my discount. This way you're gonna save the money and support my channel. And I'll see you in the next video.